Hey guys, this is the PrinceofMacedon, and I'm gonna do a commentary video on driving. No, actually I'm just gonna do a commentary about my computer setup. But before I do that, I'm going to drive around town here. And right there's a flag, that's the USA, that's where I'm from. Yeah, I'm just kinda cruising right now. And in case you're wondering where I'm going, I am on a smoothie run. Every so often I have a craving for a smoothie, so this is me heading towards the little shopping area. And here is the shopping area here. And check out this car in front of me. Look at that dude switching lanes in the middle of the intersection. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna keep going here. Gonna keep pressing forward here. Now I'm behind this white car. And it looks like it's for sale. So if anybody wants to buy it, there's the number. Anyways, I am pulling into this sweet shopping complex. It contains a Best Buy, a Target, a Barnes & Noble, and right there's the Barnes & Noble, and next to the Barnes & Noble are two great stores. There is the Planet Smoothie, which is where I'm going to, and there's also a GameStop. And during Valentine's, I sometimes visit the Hallmark store. Alright, so I'm going to park as far as possible from the place. The reason I do this is because I like to get more exercise. So this is the interior of my car. I'm going to get out here. And people want to see what I look like, and that's me. That's my silhouette. And that's my dog. Woof woof. Alright, so I'm going to go into Planet Smoothie here. There it is. It's got the purple font. And I'm walking towards it. And unfortunately there's no sound effect, but you can imagine what it sounds like when someone's stepping on concrete. Alright, so I got my smoothie. I got the Twigs and Berry. Twigs and Berry is my favorite. It contains strawberries, banana, and yogurt. And that's me sipping my smoothie. And that's my silhouette once again. And alright, so I can put my smoothie back in my car, and I can head back home, and I can show you my gaming setup, aka the Royal Throne of Macedon. And here it is. Welcome to my throne. I'm going to talk about what's inside my throne here. This is a general overview. Right there's where the king sleeps. Okay, here is my throne. Right there is my computer monitor. That's my LCD monitor. It's a INC. I believe that's a Chinese brand. There's my Alexander the Great screensaver. And I only got that monitor for like $100. And here's my speaker system. I forgot where I got those from, so I can't tell you what it is. I'm just going to call it sound system. And this table that I set my computer on, it took me like 4 hours to assemble. And here's my microphone, and I forgot who made that microphone. And here's my keyboard. That's a Microsoft Digital Media Pro keyboard. And the reason I use that for Rome Total War is because the backspace button's pretty darn big, and you need that to cancel your orders. And there's my sweet mouse. It's a black Optical mouse. And here's my favorite game. That's Men of War. And now let's put my favorite game on my table so that I can easily access it. Alright, and that, I have no idea what that is. I believe that's my friend's. She left her hairpiece here, and she forgot it. Alright, and on the very top of my table here, well, that's my screensaver. There's my phone. Okay, never mind. We're gonna go to the bottom. Right here's my joystick. That's a Logitech Attack 3. I don't use that very often. I use it for IL-2 Stormovik whenever I play it, which isn't very often. And here is my computer. It's a Systemax A782 desktop PC. You can see the stats right there. So you don't have to ask me what my computer specs are, because it's right there in my video. Okay, now I can show you what's on top of my table. And these are my games that are still installed on my computer, but I don't play them that often. And there's Rome Total War, Empire Total War, Star Wars Battlefront 2. There's a German shot glass. There's my clock. And there's a jar of Dove milk chocolate with almonds. Those are pretty sweet. Alright, here's my little mini fan. I forgot to zoom in on it. Alright, now I'm going to show you my video card. Here is the box for it. It's an XFX GeForce 9800 GT 512 MB. So that's my video card. And I bought that immediately once I bought my new computer. And it costed me like $150, but I got like $30 rebate. And here is the tower for my old computer, and I forgot what the specs for that are. But I put so much money into that. I kept upgrading and upgrading, but eventually I decided to buy a new computer. And there's my trash can. Alright, so that's my throne here. Let me show what else is in my room. Here is an imported chess set. It's wooden, hand carved. It's pretty sweet. And the board did not come with it. There's some random books. I haven't organized them yet. And here are the books next to my bed. I call those my bedside books. And these are all World War II books. There's a book on Panzer tactics, and there's a Heinz Guderian's Achtung Panzer. And here's a book by, I forgot his name. It's Kowalski, and it's called Panzer Aces. There's some of my lazy weights and some more World War II reading material. Here's my favorite tennis racket. It's a Prince, and it is the Vortex. It's pretty old now, but I still use it whenever I play. It's kind of heavy though. Not as light as rackets are supposed to be now. And here's some random DVDs. I haven't organized these yet either. And there's also some Xbox games. My favorite Xbox game is probably Winning 11. Alright, here are my chocolate bars. These are for exercising. After I exercise, I eat my Detour Power Bars. Those are caramel flavor. I eat those in the morning after I exercise. And every other day, I go jogging. And after I'm done jogging, I eat one Power Bar. And I like the peanut butter flavor. Every once in a while, I'll get the oatmeal raisin, which is okay, but it's kind of tougher for some reason than the peanut butter. And right beneath that is my little wall unit, and these are my books on ancient military history, well, mainly military history. And my top shelf is devoted entirely to Alexander the Great and the ancient Macedonians. Here's my favorite book on the top shelf. That's Campaigns of Alexander by Arrian. And some of my other favorite books are the extant sources on Alexander the Great. Those are the oldest sources on Alexander the Great. And some of them are from the Loeb's library collection, and they are written in both ancient Greek and English. And on the very bottom shelf are some random history books. But my favorite book on the bottom shelf is Suetonius's 12 Caesars, and that's the book that I, Claudius, was patterned after. And here's my little gaming shirt. That's the PrinceofMacedon shirt. That's the back of it. There's a little lambda sign on the back, and that's because of Rome Total War. And the color's black, like the companion cavalry in Rome Total War. And on the front is a Gorgon. That's what Alexander the Great had on the front of his breastplate, and on top is my name written in ancient Greek. Alright, and over here is a wall unit devoted to my DVDs primarily, and on top of my wall unit are my old PC games, which I've uninstalled from my computer. But most of my movies, I think about maybe 30% of them are war movies. And here's on the top shelf, there's some of my old games that I don't play that much. There's L2 Stormovik, Lawnmower Racing, freaking fun game, and StarCraft, and some games that I've never installed ever. And there's some episodes of South Park right there. Alright, these are some of my war movies. Right there's Generation Kill. That's a HBO show. And that show is freaking amazing. It's about the Marines who do reconnaissance work in Iraq. And here's some more of my war movies. And here's some random history movies and some other crap. And anyways, here's a summary on my computer hardware. I'll let you read that yourselves. And there's my little black chair, which I assembled. Took like 20 minutes to build. And there's my computer specs again. Good game to my opponent.